Danny frowned. His face was a picture of frustration and sadness. His room was a mess. Toys were scattered everywhere, covering the floor and furniture. Toys flew across the room, as if caught in a whirlwind. It was like a storm had hit his room, but instead of rain it was raining toys. "It's not fair!" he yelled. He was angry. His voice echoed through the chaotic room. He wished he could go to the Joy Festival, but it was raining. The rain poured down, making the day even gloomier. "Why is this happening?" Danny grumbled. He couldn't understand why everything was going wrong. His negative thoughts seemed to make the toy storm worse. The more he thought about his ruined day, the wilder the toys flew. A small music box tumbled off the shelf. It was one of his favorite things. It landed with a clunk. The sound echoed in the room, adding to the chaos. Suddenly the door creaked open. The noise was a stark contrast to the storm inside. "Danny?" a warm voice called out. It was a voice that always brought him comfort. It was his Grandma Rose. She stepped into the room, her presence calming the storm a little. She always seemed to know when things weren't right. Her eyes scanned the room, taking in the mess. "What's all this commotion?" she asked, her eyes twinkling with concern. She had a way of making everything seem better. Danny kicked at a stuffed dragon, pouting. He felt like nothing was going his way. "It's just not fair! The festival is ruined!" His voice was filled with disappointment and frustration. Grandma Rose sat down on the bed, the toy whirlwind calming a little. "Danny," she began, her voice low and mysterious, "have I ever told you about our family secret?" Danny looked up, curiosity replacing his frown. "A secret?" he whispered, intrigued. Grandma Rose nodded. "We come from a long line of magic thought collectors," she revealed. "Really?" Danny's eyes widened. She explained how they had a gift collecting negative thoughts and turning them into something beautiful. "But how?" Danny asked, completely engrossed. Grandma Rose smiled. "It takes practice, dear one. You need to find the good thoughts even when it's hard," she explained. Danny thought about the festival. He had been looking forward to it for weeks, imagining all the fun he would have with his friends. He closed his eyes and thought of the colorful decorations. The vibrant streamers, the twinkling lights, and the bright banners filled his mind. He thought of the music, the lively tunes that would make everyone dance, and the cheerful songs that would echo through the streets. He thought of the smell of popcorn, the buttery aroma that would waft through the air, mingling with the sweet scent of cotton candy. He felt a warm feeling in his chest. It was a comforting sensation, like a gentle hug from someone he loved. As he focused on these happy thoughts, something magical happened. It was as if his joy was creating a powerful energy. The toys in his room stopped swirling. They hovered for a moment, suspended in midair. They gently landed back in their places. Each toy seemed to find its perfect spot, as if guided by an invisible hand. A soft golden glow emanated from Danny's chest, catching him by surprise. It was warm and soothing, like a small sun inside him. "Grandma," Danny gasped, "did you see that?" His eyes were wide with wonder and excitement. Grandma Rose beamed at him. Her eyes sparkled with pride and joy. "You have the gift, Danny, and I think it's time you used it." Her voice was filled with encouragement and love. She explained that a grumpy creature, the Shadow Spreader, was feeding off the town's disappointment about the rain. It was up to Danny to bring back the joy and chase away the shadows. Section 4. Facing the Shadows. Danny knew he had to do something. He imagined the festival lights chasing away the rain clouds. He pictured everyone laughing and having fun. The golden glow around him grew stronger. "Take me to the Shadow Spreader," Danny declared, feeling a surge of determination. The air shimmered around them, and suddenly, they were at the festival grounds. The once vibrant decorations were dull and droopy, and looming over it all was a shadowy figure, crackling with negative energy. "The Shadow Spreader," Danny exclaimed. He knew he had to act fast. Section 5. The Light of Joy. Taking a deep breath, Danny focused all his good thoughts. He knew that the power of positivity was his greatest weapon against the encroaching darkness. With every ounce of his being, he concentrated on the happiest moments of his life. He imagined the sun breaking through the clouds, the music playing, the laughter of children. These thoughts filled him with warmth and strength, making him feel invincible. A beam of golden light erupted from his chest, hitting the Shadow Spreader. The creature shrieked, its dark form writhing in agony as the light pierced through it. The shadows around it recoiling, unable to withstand the purity of Danny's light. The darkness began to retreat, pushed back by the sheer force of his positive energy. The light spread, pushing back the darkness and filling the festival grounds. The once gloomy atmosphere was now bathed in a radiant glow, transforming the entire scene. As the last of the shadows vanished, the rain stopped. The sky began to clear, revealing a beautiful blue canvas above. A rainbow arched across the sky, its vibrant colors a symbol of hope and renewal, mirroring the colors of the now bright decorations. The festival grounds were alive with hues of red, blue, green and yellow, reflecting the joy that had returned. The townspeople, who had been huddled miserably, looked up in amazement. Music began to play, laughter returned, and the air was filled with the sounds of celebration. And the Joy Festival was alive once more. The energy was infectious, spreading from person to person, lifting everyone's spirits. Danny, exhausted but exhilarated, smiled. He had given everything he had, and it was worth it. He had discovered that even the smallest good thought could chase away the biggest shadows. This realization filled him with a sense of peace and accomplishment, knowing that the power of joy and positivity could truly change the world.